Pickaxe.
Hello there and welcome to 0 Degrees, the podcast with no qualifications where we try and solve your complications. My name is Lydia and I'm joined by my two friends, Ravs and Harry. How are you guys doing?
Hello. I'm all right. It's early. I'm sleepy.
I like how it's streamer early, not real
it's
person
not real
early.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not like normal human being early.
No, it's not like when we say that, people must think we're recording at like 4 a.m.
Yeah, we've got up at 6 a.m. to get a recording.
Hey, I've been in a good sleeping pattern, but right now is bad, and it's 11 a.m.
Oh dear! What time did you go snoozies?
Oh God, not great. Like 4 a.m.
Oh,
What were you doing till 4 a.m?
Just sort of fucked up my sleep pattern a little.
Just masturbating. Right?
he was
You can
just jacking
say
it.
That's
He was
right.
You
just
can just
jacking
say
it.
it. You're just deviously masturbating.
That's
Yeah, it
right.
was a
Just
jackathon.
absolutely 4 a.m. gooning full volume. Just put my leg up in leg straps.
Headphones on,
Yeah.
but full volume out the speakers.
Just
Yeah.
screaming. Like Bree can hear everything.
Yeah.
Wow,
Wowie.
that is fucked.
Nice.
Just got
is-
myself suspended from my ceiling, just like a
Yeah.
perverse
Sex
spider.
swing. I like that. I like
That's
that.
right.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
right.
Yeah.
You're just
Nice.
screaming, "I'm gooning in my nest."
Oh, in my nest.
If anyone comes in my room, I say, "Welcome to my good cave."
Oh, Christ.
God.
Oh.
It's true. It's all real.
And then I string them up like a spider.
Yeah, it's not
No.
a joke. It's literally not a joke. This is serious. This is a cry for help. Me and
Yeah.
Harry are trying to
Please
ask for
help.
He's jacking it, and he's like, "I'm gonna make some web for you."
Oh, God.
I'm doing it right now.
No! No, too far. Oh, God.
Oh my God! Looks like. How are you doing, Lydia?
Just good and normal and not gooning it in a weird sex nest. So,
It wasn't.
yeah.
I mean, at least Ravs's goon cave was very on brand for Halloween. I
Oh,
was getting
it is.
I was getting like good
Yeah.
Halloween vibes, but like more like you,
I was getting
like you.
serial killer vibes.
Yeah, I was imagining him wearing like a spider outfit that's made out of like toilet tubes painted black. Do you know what I mean?
Oh.
Like it's like kind of shitty.
Oh, I love that. Recycling King. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is very horror. Yeah, that is very reminiscent
Just
of
like
a horror movie.
Ozzy did for the fucking thingy video we did,
That dress up.
the dress up
Yeah.
fashion show when I did Marge.
The cosplay challenge.
I believe hers was called Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, that
Spider
was really
boy.
good. That was
Spider
good.
boy.
What's the last thing you guys dressed up as?
I honestly don't know. Might honestly be Marge from that shoot. I
Yeah.
don't think I've dressed up in a
I
while.
haven't gone to like a big Halloween party or like a big like themed party in ages. Like, oh, I guess maybe mine would be New Year's Eve. Where
Yeah,
we,
New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve.
what did we dress up?
Yeah.
It was clowns and stuff, wasn't it?
Circus.
I was an
Yeah.
Elvis impersonator.
Who didn't
Yes.
dress up?
Yes, who didn't
You
dress
had
up?
the
I do remember that.
easiest costume
was the-
out of anyone,
Yeah,
and you
yeah.
didn't fucking do it.
Sorry,
I just wore a suit.
That
That
was
is
the
bullshit. That is
shittest
bullshit.
Elvis. He doesn't
Yeah.
even wear suits like that.
Yeah, no, I'm so with you, Lydia. I had to dress up as an acrobatic catcher. Like, what the fuck is that costume? Like, I guess I'm just wearing some gym wear. I can't remember. I just wore a suit. Like, I was just like, this is impossible. Ravs, you got literally like Elvis is one of the easiest fancy dress costumes. Big
Buy
wig,
that
Yeah.
costume anywhere. The
sequins.
wig, easy.
bring a shitty guitar. Do you know what I mean? Like, bring a shitty. Like, oh my god, what did you wear? I remember you looking fabulous, Liz. What
Oh,
were you?
thank you. Well, again, I had one which was like, what? Mine was the skinny woman, which obviously means I don't have to dress up. And I can understand why I was given that role
Yes.
as I was born to play it. But apparently that is like, I guess a kind of freak show, like very, very, turn to the side and you can't see them anymore. But what the fuck does that person wear? Like what, there's no outfit that like encompasses that role. So I ended up sort of wearing like a sparkly corset and a tutu and just trying to be like circusy-esque.
No, I think you look sexy. Again, I couldn't have told you that you were the
Oh,
skinny
I
woman,
thought-
but you look
yes,
great.
you could.
I thought
Yes,
you were the
could.
Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Oh my god! Wow! Guys,
Wowie.
it's falling apart.
Wowie.
It's falling apart, guys. 101 episodes and it's falling apart.
It's falling apart.
Do you guys have like a dream costume that you could do? Do you have something that like every Halloween you wish you could like take the time, or like, you know, just something that you wish you could have the excuse to dress up as? Like if it was like more socially acceptable. I feel like I still have a stigma in me about going to like Comic-Con dressed up. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm still like, oh, I don't know if I could do it.
But you feel like nerdy or like embarrassed?
I just feel embarrassed. I feel like there's an expectation you have to play a character. Like I just want to dress up and not play a character. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I get you.
I just want that to be acceptable. But I feel like if you dress up, people kind of expect you to like be going all in.
Yeah,
kind of a lot.
and they want pictures. No, I mean, I've never actually done it before, so I'm saying they want pictures. I don't know.
No, people stop. I've been to enough Comic-Cons. People stop you and I ask for pictures and stuff. Like it's very common.
Oh my god, your thing looks so cool. Can I get a photo with you? And then it's just like that times a million, I imagine. The gauntlet.
Isn't that part of it? Like if you're going to make the effort to dress up, you sort of want that attention. I don't know.
You're peacocking.
You're peacocking, yeah.
Right?
You're like, ooh, look at me. I fucking look fabulous.
Maybe I just don't want social interaction.
Maybe that's it.
Maybe just the thought of having to chat to random people who I don't know is just like, ugh.
Well,
what a fucking nightmare.
Yeah, I get that because I love the dressing up and like the planning and doing the makeup and hair and all that stuff. But the thought of like going outside, like if there's like we're meeting at a pub for Halloween or whatever, I hate being dressed up. I feel very like self-conscious and embarrassed, but I love the dressing up process. So I get that.
Maybe that's why like dress up parties at like people's houses is always the best because you don't feel as like inhibitioned.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, definitely.
Like, I do agree. Going to like a pub dressed up is always like, or like a bar or like a club dressed up is just always like, ugh.
100%. 99% of the people there won't be dressed up as well, even on Halloween. Like, because people will just come out of work and go to the pub. So a lot of like the people
usually
aren't
your
dressed.
costume at some point is either making you way too hot or way too cold. It's never like your costume is never like temperature appropriate. It's always one or the other. You're either fucking freezing or just sweating your nut off.
Yeah, or you have to wear a big coat because it's so cold and then you can't even see the costume.
Yeah,
so
like, why am I wearing this scratchy thing?
Yeah, it's like scratchy and itchy. So I'll take the coat off, but now I'm fucking freezing. Or I feel really self-conscious because it's quite like a lot of costumes are quite sort of might be quite revealing or quite tight or whatever because it's, you know, characters. And it's like, well, I feel very fucking exposed in this pub with people wearing their jumpers because it's almost November. Like, you know, it's like weird.
I've got my dangus hanging out.
I got my whole knob hanging out because I'm that character. So yeah, it's like a weird. I like house parties much, much, much more.
Yeah, I way prefer a little house party thing.
What would you dress up as though? Is there a character that's waiting to be done by you? You feel like it's been your cooling.
Every year this happens. Every fucking year it gets to about a week before Halloween. And I go, oh my God, it's going to be Halloween. Fuck. Oh, there's so many people I want to like dress up, so many costumes I want to do. And a lot of them are like video game. Like I'd love to be like Yennefer or Tifa or I don't know, just some like really cool character. What was the other one I was thinking I'd love to do that? The Black Swan outfit is really cool. That kind of like...
yeah, that's fun.
There's like a ton of stuff I'd love to do. And I look it up and I'm like, nothing will arrive in time. Nothing will get here in time.
It's almost like you need to
like
have like your one. Honestly, I wish it was more socially acceptable to just have like your one amazing costume that you put on whenever there's a fancy dress party or it's Halloween, and everyone's like, "Cool, we've all got our one costume that's great, and that's okay." I feel like there's also the expectation that you've got to wear something new and surprising.
That's the thing. You have to do something new every year, and it's like I'm running out of. Well, not running out of ideas because there's a plethora of different fucking outfits you can do, but it's more just like I never leave myself enough time because I tried literally. Oh, I was last night Googling frantically. Trying to find an outfit that would arrive in time, and if it doesn't fit, which is a huge chance it won't because I have a long, strange body, that I have enough time to find something else. And there's just nothing. When it's a lot of the time when it's costumes and stuff, it does take like, you know, a good while to get to you. And it's especially if they're not in, you know, they're coming from overseas or whatever. So it's like, well, every year I do this and I'm like, fuck, I didn't leave myself enough time. Like I need to set an alarm on my phone for the 1st of October next year. Like, buy your fucking costume now. What about you guys? Who would you like to dress up as if you had enough time?
God, I've always wanted to be Major Ocelot.
Oh yeah,
Major Ocelot. That's a good.
It's like
young, also
young Revolver Ocelot.
Players enjoy your first tick off.
Well, Harry, I've been sitting thinking about this for the longest time since you said, "Who do you want to dress up as?" And I've wanted to do this for years, but it's like,
oh God, you'd have to shave off your beard, Ravs.
I know.
You got to commit.
That's another thing that holds me back.
So
Oh my
Major
God, I can't
Ocelot is
imagine you without
kind of,
beard.
is he Russian? He looks Russian.
Like American.
Yeah, he's like military outfit,
American
red
Russian.
scarf, red beret, very clean shaven.
He's a young boy.
He's young
blonde.
Revolver Ocelot, effectively.
He looks like a Nazi. Is that?
He does not look like a Nazi.
He's very Aryan, Ravs. Would
That's
you dye your hair?
crazy. He's got cowboy boots, brother.
He looks like a Nazi. I'm sorry, but Major Ocelot is giving Nazi. He's serving Third Reich. It's fucked.
He is not.
He is. Lydia's quiet because Lydia's like, yep.
I'm just gonna watch and observe and.
I know. I mean, he looks. Why is this? This is the fourth picture down for me. Is like two cosplayers. One is Snake and one is Major Ocelot. And
I am looking at that.
And they're like on the precipice of kissing.
Looks like they're about to start making out. Yeah.
Is that law? Is that how that works?
A lot of people heavily pair them together. Yes.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know. There's just chemistry there.
They just got it going on.
Is Ocelot originally from the Soviet Union? I can't remember. I'm not having
he's like a
thing
double.
now.
He's
like
name is
American
fucking,
Russian, basically.
Yeah, he's like American Russian.
Yeah.
Well, the red should have probably given that away. I probably should have guessed that.
Yeah, his real name is Adamska. So yes.
Yeah. That would be a really difficult. I mean, you'd have to spend more than a month sorting that out, wouldn't you? Because that's an intricate,
the thing is,
details on that.
It actually feels quite like doable though, because you can just buy old military jackets and stuff. Do you know what I mean? Like I feel like it's not a million miles away from doable. Like there's no craft involved in that. You don't need to make anything.
Yeah,
it's just a bit of an effort, you know.
Yeah. Plus, I mean,
all the right little bits. He's got like almost like parachute trousers as well, like kind of like puffy bottoms.
Yeah. And he's got very short blonde hair. If you wanted to truly do it, you'd have to wear like
I would judge you on that. I'd be lifting up your beret to peak.
Oh yeah.
Exactly.
That's not a euphemism. That's I just look for your beret.
That's just
Thank you.
What about you, Harry?
Honestly, it's a tough one because for a long time, me and my fiance have discussed doing if we ever get invited to a couples themed party or Halloween thing, doing Jon Snow and Ygritte.
Oh my God! Yes,
she's like ginger, and I've
got
dark hair. So I feel like it's pretty doable, and it's kind of like,
oh my God, yes.
A lot of themed parties happen at Halloween or like Christmassy time, so it feels like it's a warm costume, which is always nice. But honestly,
I've done Jon Snow. It was fun.
I'm just so burnt on Game of Thrones. I think I'm just about coming around where like I could do the costume and be like okay with it, but I just was so burnt for so many years that it kind of fell by the wayside. But I think that would be a fun one to do because it looks warm, and like good characters, good memories of Game of Thrones being good. Do you know what I mean? Like they're from a bit of Game of Thrones that's still fun and I remember fondly.
Yeah. It's not like you're doing last season Game of Thrones.
Yeah, it's like we're doing Daenerys when she's fucking warping a dragon or whatever. Like fucking, I don't even remember or care or want to remember.
Yeah, I can't believe I've never realised how you both would suit those roles so perfectly. You wouldn't even have to like buy wigs.
There's not much effort. No, no wigs required. Like it would be pretty free, which I feel like is kind of cheating, but that's also like the best kind of costume where you just don't have to.
The best couple's costume idea I've seen is the Deep and an octopus from The Boys.
That's fucked.
What?
Like,
I saw people pair that together and I was like, that's amazing.
No, I'm looking it up now.
Oh my God.
What the fuck? That's so weird. Oh no. I mean, yeah. It's some.
One of my favorite costumes that one of my good friends did when we were younger. I just can't get it out of my fucking brain. It was just such a solid costume. They just went as a bag of jelly beans, but they just blew up loads of balloons and then just had their mate just like cling film around them and just tie in all the.
What?
Wow. Okay, I see the vision.
This is a fucking. I was just like stunned at how genius that costume was for like no effort.
That must be so So he was wrapped in the cling film
He
as
wa-
well.
he was wrapped in cling film with loads of balloons surrounding him.
That
And
must
then
be
just
so
printed out a jelly bean
uncomfortable.
logo and stuck it on his front. And I was like, that is actually like a top tier costume.
It's great. Although, what happens when you need to like sit down or do stuff or go to the
slowly
bathroom?
the jelly beans were popped over the night.
Right. Okay.
And he did just return to like his normal
A
self.
man.
Yeah, just
yeah,
a bloke.
yeah.
But I feel like those kind of costumes, I feel like hit hard where it's not a character, you're just a thing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I
Like-
love that. I love
Like
that.
going as a Pringles tube or whatever, just like going as like a thing is kind of great.
An inanimate object.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's great. I love that. Okay,
Super
well, I
silly.
mean, because Halloween's coming up, so are you guys going to be dressing up or not?
No, sadly not. No, I don't think so.
sadly not. The thing is, so many people in Bristol talk about wanting to fucking dress up and do things, and then we just never do it.
Well, we
take
have
that
got
back.
something coming up.
Technically, I will be dressing up. Actually,
Yeah.
I'm going somewhere to shoot something and to be a cat.
Oh, are
Oh.
you? Because I'm also dressing up for something. I didn't know you were
Really?
going to be a cat, though.
Okay.
I'm also not going to be a cat. I'm going to be a very niche and specific role.
Oh,
that
yes.
I don't want to say because I don't want to spoil anything. But yeah,
Yes.
I had to get measurements taken, and I think I'm trying on the costume today or tomorrow.
Oh, that,
Nice.
okay. Wait, I was talking about something else. Okay, yes.
Oh.
no,
What?
I guess I'm also dressing up as something for that as well. Wait,
Oh my god!
yeah, I'm dressing up like 2 times next week. I don't even remember.
What?
What the fuck was the cat one?
Yeah, what the fuck are you being a cat for?
You'll have to wait and see until the 1st of December.
What the fuck?
Oh, I see. 1st of December dressing up as a cat. It's all
Yeah.
coming together now.
making sense.
It makes sense.
There we go. There we go.
But yes, I
okay.
forgot we're all going to be dressing up next week, aren't we?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, for something non-Halloween related.
Yeah, that's also exciting. Okay, so there's some
Yeah.
dressing up in our future, just not Halloween related. That's weird. In the 1
Yeah.
week in the year where dressing up is okay, we aren't actually dressing up for Halloween.
Yeah. Well, there we go. Right. Well, should we do some questions? Now we've spoken about some spooky stuff. I think we actually
Oh my God,
have
that
some
wasn't
spooky
even a question. My
questions.
brain
It
is
kind
just
of was a question. I feel like I
yeah.
made up a question, but I
It
feel
was
like
already
a
that's fine. I get a
question.
pass. I get a pass.
Yeah. Let's see if we can find a Halloweeny question to do.
Hello, Zero Degree Gang. I'm a big horror fan. Movies, games, etc. I enjoy the thrill of the unknown and getting scared. Some horror movies and games are laughingly bad, which are funny to what? Oh my god, this is question writer.
Please, question writer.
Some horror movies and games are laughingly bad, which are funny to watch. IMO. I recently got married and moved in with my partner. We've been together for a while, but have been long distancing, so my horror enjoyment was never an issue. I watched with my best friend who also enjoyed them. My issue is my partner gets very easily gets scared very easily and despises horror. So he does not want to watch anything horror related with me, which is a bummer. Do you have any recommendations to help ease my husband into horror? Also, if you're fans, what piece of horror media is your favorite? Thanks again and love the podcast. And not so fun fact here, but they've called it a fun fact. There is horror porn
What the fuck?
where actresses get movie quality horror makeovers and have sex. That sounds
What?
horrible. Like
What?
monster fucking, I don't know.
I
Have
think
you
that's.
Have you
Like,
ever watched any
wild?
of that? What the fuck?
No.
I mean, I'm imagining this is like high quality makeovers and then porn, right? So they're just in costume, fucking.
So what, like fucking Frankenstein's monsters got
Yeah.
like 2 bolts in his cock and just go into town?
Yeah, exactly that. Exactly.
my
It's
God.
what I imagine. I haven't seen it myself.
Okay, that's what I'm picturing.
Yeah, it's hot as fuck. Anyway,
Yeah.
I'm gonna fuck your zombie brains. Like, what
it
the
doesn't
fuck
have any.
is-
It's
This is
zombie.
crazy. This is crazy.
That doesn't make sense.
Or is it just
inside his
like-
brain?
Is it just more like fucking Silent Hill nurses and shit? I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the thing is, like, to me, like, if there's blood happening when you're doing a sex time, it's usually pretty bad. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's like, you don't want people
Yeah, right.
like bleeding. That's like,
even fake blood for your costume, you're like, oh,
Yeah, like-
cool, the sheets.
Maybe I just have a fear of like my dick snapping in half and fucking bleeding everywhere. But like the idea of there just being fake blood everywhere, I feel like would just be giving me so much performance anxiety alone. Like it's just not what I want to think about at all.
No, not at all.
Like that's the worst.
Plus the sheets, man. The sheets.
Yeah, I mean, you're doing it in a hotel, aren't you? Come on, let's be honest.
Gotta be.
Absolute scumbag. Just those poor rooms.
I booked one night for Halloween in a hotel, and that's it.
Oh God! I wonder what it is like for cleaners the next day after Halloween. Like their sheets
God,
they must
got
get
like
some.
a fucking murder.
Yeah, like body paint and everything everywhere. It must get really messy.
God. I guess as someone who doesn't enjoy horror movies that much, I can start with like some like entry level things that they might find okay that I personally find okay. Stuff like I feel like Shaun of the Dead is kind of my go back to because it is horror. It is like scary, quote unquote, but it is a comedy, and I do feel like the comedic relief makes it very watchable. I don't know if you guys would even count that as a horror movie.
I wouldn't personally.
I would kind of count it. It's in the genre, but not scary.
The comedy.
It's pretty much a comedy. It's more comedy than it is horror.
Yeah, but I feel like, but if you put it next to horror movies, it's not a horror movie. But if you put it next to a normal comedy, it's not. It's not a normal comedy.
But it's not scary though, is it? They don't make it scary. It's purposefully like taking the piss out of horror movies.
Scary is subjective, Lydia. I'd say it's a little bit scary.
Does it scare you, Harry?
A little bit, yeah. I don't like watching fucking horror shit. By the way, I'm like, just in case we have trodden this ground occasionally before, but I am not a horror boy and watcher. I do not watch horror movies. I am out of it. I do not want to watch them.
I watch them every now and then. Like I need to be in the mood.
I like horror movies. So we've got every we've got the full like spectrum of how much we like horror movies here on the podcast.
But I feel like if they can't cope with Shaun of the Dead, then that's like a good litmus test, right? Like that's I feel like it's like a 1 on the horror movie, or like compared to literally I don't even know like The Notebook. Do you know what I mean? Like, which is obviously a 0. Like Shaun of the Dead is like a 1 on the like steps towards being a horror movie. So I feel like if you're going to start on any kind of gradation, that's probably the safest spot to like begin at.
Yeah,
and it's also
that's
just
a good
movie. Like it's like a funny, classic kind of trilogy. So like don't feel like you can ever be sad rewatching Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah, no, that's a good shout. That is a good shout. You're right.
What would be your number 2 then? If we were to build like a list of like a gradation of like 0 being The Notebook, 1 being Shaun of the Dead, what's like the next level up of scary?
Oh, I don't. Maybe like, and this is one of my favorites, Silence of the Lambs, because I mean it's like a little scary, but like most of it's a thriller.
Okay, yeah, going down that thriller route, which has
it's
like
a bit more thrillery.
Yeah, it's got elements of like all these scary things are happening, but really it's more like it's a thriller.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I can see that. That's a good shout because there's a lot of, especially in the 90s, they made a lot of those that was a really big genre, is these like sort of 90-minute thrillers, which have those kind of like serial killers or whatever in it. But it's not a horror. It's not like, oh my God. Okay, that is a good shout.
Okay.
I'm sort of struggling.
I'm going to write these down 1 sec.
Okay.
So we got Shaun of the Dead, Silence of Lambs. Okay. So what would be like the next run? Because that's a good test on like also how they cope with like thrillers. I feel like you got to also like experiment with different genres as you go up the gradations. Because like some people just might be allergic to like jump scares.
Yeah.
One of my favorite horror movies, and it's an older one, so it'll be less scary. Maybe is Suspiria, the 1977 version.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Not the modern version. Modern version has incredible soundtrack, but 1977
Suspiria is an Italian epic supernatural horror film.
Yeah, it's about a ballet school.
And
and
this looks fucking terrifying, Ravs. How is this number 3?
Well, I didn't. I mean, it's scary, but it's like old, so it's like it's old effects.
It's got
you shouldn't
jank.
be that scared.
It's got a level of jank to it. You saying?
Also, if you've typed Suspiria, and you'll probably be seeing the modern.
No, I put 1977.
Yeah.
I think the 1977 one looks a bit scarier.
I mean, it's a bit scary. Look at the blood effects and stuff like that. Like, it's a bit abstract and artsy, but like it. I don't know. You may get a little scared, but I think that it's like
It's
not
that
too bad.
Level 3 feels like it should still be pretty soft.
Yeah. Okay, we maybe
looks-
bump that.
That looks
down
to me
a little.
more like a 4 or 5. I'm gonna put it in
Maybe-
at 5.
Maybe we need
Okay.
like a Simpsons Halloween episode somewhere in there.
Do you think
Yeah.
Simpsons Halloween is more scary than Silence of the Lambs? Fuck it, we're putting it in. That's like the comic relief for them.
Yeah, that should be like 9, right? Oh no, maybe that should be 10. Maybe that's like the most like not actually scary. Like it's The Simpsons.
Oh, well, okay, so it's a Notebook. It's 0.
Yeah.
0 out of 10 is The Simpsons. Then it's
Yeah.
Shaun of the Dead. Then it's Silence of the Lambs. Then we
Yeah.
need some
Need
more. All right,
something.
let's go. What are some non-scary horror movies?
I
that
mean,
you
there's
think?
there's creepy things like I don't know, Beetlejuice or
I
you know,
agree
Nightmare
with
Before
Beetlejuice.
Christmas or
Beetlejuice, I think, is like creepy, but it's just kind of bizarre. It's kind of
Yeah.
uncanny, but it's not actually that scary.
yeah, like you wouldn't show it to like your little niece who's only 3 or 4 because they might be really freaked out by it, but it's not like a horror movie.
I think Nightmare Before Christmas is another great shout.
Yeah, or like Coraline is quite creepy, but it's not a horror.
Ooh, I watched Coraline not that long ago.
Coraline's
I-
actually kind of fucking freaky with the mum and the swirly
Yeah,
I've not
eyes.
seen that one.
It's
and
kind of
I'm-
more
I'm
like
scared to watch
psychologically
it.
disturbing than scary. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Like it's
yeah,
kind
yeah,
of just
yeah,
like
yeah.
distressing.
Yeah, it's weird. It's eerie. It's unsettling.
It's a really cool style though.
And then
I-
we've got
I think Coraline at 4 is pretty good.
yeah, okay. And we've got
Okay.
things like going back to the sort of what Ravs was saying with the thriller. You've got things that are creepy but very, I would say, watchable. But maybe my like limit is different. Things like Get Out or
Yeah.
you know, Nope or things like The Others or whatever. Like they're creepy and they're unsettling, but I
They may have a
don't.
couple of jumps, but I wouldn't say they're like terrifying.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's like our level 6, 7 is like Get Out, Nope.
And like A Quiet Place as well. Like, although that
I
can be
love A
quite
Quiet
scary,
Place.
can't it?
I
When
think
it's
a Quiet
like
Place. A Quiet Place
actually
is
quite
certainly like
scary.
a Get Out and Nope is probably my like barrier. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I
yeah.
would like maybe I'd go and watch them. Like I've been in the room while they've been playing and not really paying attention. But like if we watched it and paid attention, I probably would like watch it. But it would probably be my level of enjoyment.
Yeah, that's fair.
I feel like A Quiet Place is certainly like, yeah, I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm
actually,
happy
A
to,
Quiet
like,
Place can be
never
quite
fucking watch
scary.
that. So
Yeah.
Quiet Place is 7, Get Out is 6. What's like we're getting up to 8 and 9. What are like the last rungs of like
Barbarian.
what the fuck
Wait,
is
so what are
Barbarian?
we at? Barbarian
Shall I
is
redo us? So,
Getting
Yeah.
scary.
so level
Yeah.
0 is Simpsons Halloween episode.
Yep.
Level 1 is Shaun of the Dead.
Yep.
Level 2 is Silence of the Lambs.
Mhm.
Level 3 is Beetlejuice. Level 4 is Coraline. Level 5 is Suspiria 1977 version. Level 6 is Get Out. Level 7 is A Quiet Place. So now we've got the final 3 on the
Okay.
run to actually be able to watch horror movies.
I would swap Beetlejuice and Silence of the Lambs. Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
I'm
Well,
saying Barbarian. It was a movie Tom recommended me,
It's
and
a
I watched
great
it,
movie.
and it's a great fucking
Yeah,
movie.
it's a really
And
good
it's
movie.
like-
It's weird.
It's weird, and it's moving into the scarier end
Yeah.
of movies, but
Okay.
like
What was it?
still not-
Baba? Baba?
Baba, Baba.
It's fucking freaky.
It's a scary fucking
Oh, is
monster.
this the one
yeah.
in the house? The house one?
Yeah, yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
he's
the
taught-
house
okay,
one.
he's
Yeah,
taught me
yeah,
through the entire plot of that movie. Yes,
Yeah.
that movie does sound good. Like it's
It
interesting.
is good.
Hearing about the plot of
is-
that movie, I was like,
yeah.
oh, it sounds really good, but I just would never fucking watch that.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair. That's fair. There's some weird shit in that movie.
Yeah, I
s-
recommend Barbarian. Sounds cool.
It is good. So what are we up to? Like 9?
Yeah, 9 now. What is like the 9th? Like 9 out of 10 for scary.
Maybe we're moving on to like things like Hereditary.
Oh god.
Is I've never even watched a trailer for
Wait,
Hereditary. Is
some-
it terrifying?
Wait, some people get
mm,
fucking insanely scared by. Some people either find Midsummer insanely scary or insanely not.
yeah.
I feel like Midsummer should be on this list somewhere.
I don't know if it's as high as like 9 or 10. It's a weird.
Yeah,
It is
bit
fucking. It is scary, but it's in a different way. I think we should
Yeah.
have. Can we swap Ravs's suggestion for Alien?
Mmm.
Alien should be in there, yeah.
I feel like Alien is a great like scary action movie, but actually maybe it's more scary than
We don't
Rav's
have
is.
many action movies, to be fair.
Well, Alien is more horror than action,
Yeah,
and Aliens is more action than horror.
No, you're right. Could we maybe swap? Oh, could Alien fit in there somewhere? I would say Alien is like I guess it is like a 7 or an 8. It is quite scary.
Maybe instead of, I know Get Out is actually a really beloved movie, so I'm hesitant to take that off the list.
Yeah. No, yeah,
To be
keep
fair,
it out.
Barbarian does sound pretty scary. We could just bump it down. So Alien is 7, A Quiet Place is 8, Barbarian is 9.
Yes. I'm trying to think, is Alien scarier than A Quiet Place? I think so. What do you think, Ravs? Have you've seen both, right?
I've seen both of Alien and Aliens.
And Alien versus A Quiet Place. What's scarier?
Oh. Probably Alien is scarier, but A Quiet
Yeah.
Place is also like really like has its really tense moments.
But I'd say Alien is scarier. I don't know.
Okay,
Yeah,
we'll
that's
just Alien, we'll just Alien 8 and A Quiet Place 7. Right, Barbarian 9. What is the final movie that if you've watched it, you probably can watch every horror movie? You know, you're like safe. Do you know what I mean? Like you've seen the scariest things that like most horror movies would do, and if you watch that, then you're fine.
It's hard because I think a lot of people, well, obviously people have different things that scare them, right? So that's, you know, it's all subjective. For me, like I hate gore, so I don't tend to watch gory horror movies. Like gratuitous gore is just like, I don't like that. I don't like a bit of gore, but if it's, so those, I haven't seen.
Do not ever watch The Terrifier.
Yeah, exactly. That's basically what I was thinking of. Those kind of movies, I fucking hate them. Anything which is like just gratuitous, like fucking torturing and like what's it, like gore porn, like Hostel and stuff like that. I hate those kind of movies.
Saw.
Yeah, Saw is there. The first one, great. As they went on, I just hated them. So
yeah, some of them made me like actively cringe thinking about how not like cringe on like I'd hate that
like ripping off someone's scalp and it's like
the
my
reverse
god,
bear trap and shit. It's like no,
yeah, it's all just really horrible.
I mean,
can't bear
literally, if you want to see that shit, just go on Live Leak. Like, what are you doing? Like, just fucking, like, I don't understand gore in movies. Like, I don't dislike it. I'm just kind of like non-fussed by it. Do you know what I mean? I'm just like, why am I? I don't. If I wanted to see these fucked up things, I would just go and look at the fucked up things on the internet.
Why did we just have that on like the internet when we were younger? Like just on Facebook, the amount of like Facebook fucking beheadings I saw.
Oh my god, I've never seen any of that stuff before.
Wait, what? How? I mean, I'm mind blown. You just avoided it. Like
I just never would ever watch or click on anything that had that kind of content on it.
Right, me and Ravs are stupid men. We just click on things.
Yeah,
hey, a beheading. Let me click. Oh my god! Oh my god! Jesus!
Yeah. Oh god, I've just seen.
They chopped off his head.
I don't think I ever want to see another atrocity again ever in my life.
That's fair.
I mean, that would also just be nice in real life.
In
That would be
general,
just nice.
That's what I mean.
That would be good.
Yeah, it would be
That
just
would be
nice to
good.
just not see any of that crap.
It's interesting. I actually watched Substance.
Oh, no,
No
I heard of
spoilers.
that.
I'm going to see that at the weekend.
I am not going to spoil it at all. All I will say is that that is like body horror. No, sorry, body gore. No, it's called body horror, which is like really over the top gore horror.
Okay.
And it was like kind of just makes you go like, oh, what the fuck? But in a more sort of like
It's more
funny, comedic kind of way. I went into it not knowing that it was a body horror movie, and there was a lot of bits that I was just like, "What the fuck am I looking at?" But I did enjoy it. It's a strange experience, but I think you'll like it, Raz. Actually, I'll be interested to know what you think. Let's talk about it after you see it. But yeah, there's certainly some bits in it that's like fucking hell. It's like really.
Do you think that's
tasty.
making number 10 on our list?
No.
I feel
It's
like number
definitely
10
not.
probably should be like a classic, like something that like is. I don't know what is like.
It's
what
so
is the-
hard,
the-
isn't it, to
like, this needs to be-
quantify?
it needs to be the litmus test of horror movies. Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. I like, because I've got movies that freak me out, but I wouldn't say like, oh, that's the scariest movie for someone else.
I know this isn't movies, but like I think a good starter point would maybe be watching like Mike Flanagan's Netflix series, like the Haunting of Hill House.
That can be really scary.
Haunting of Bly Manor. I know, but like I don't know, as a series might be more watchable.
I'd still say they're like 7.
Midnight Mass. Yeah,
Midnight
they're
Mass.
they're at higher end and stuff, but
But more watchable. Because, yeah, I know what you mean. I found The Haunting of Hill House pretty scary. Like not scary, but it did make me. I remember it making me jump a few times, and definitely making me uneasy. Like there's some really like quite graphic, horrible things happen in that movie. Not graphic, but unsettling.
How House terrified me by Manor West. So
I didn't watch By Manor, to be fair.
Well, the Peppa Pig being in it just took me out of it so hard.
What?
Yeah, the little girl was Peppa Pig, and I was just like the entire time.
The same actress?
It was a literal pig.
I was like, I was like, this is some weird like horror version of Peppa Pig.
She's the voice of Peppa Pig, so she's just like perfectly splendid, and I'm just like Peppa, get out of there.
That's
Peppa.
funny.
Isn't the Peppa Pig actress like 20 now or something though?
I believe it was Babby.
I'm sure
that was in that show.
Peppa Pig voice actress.
I mean, she must be pretty.
I'm sure she's like grown.
I mean, to be fair, it's like fucking. I always like think of like Ash Ketchum from Pokemon was acted by like a 20-year-old woman.
Yeah.
And it's like she finished acting the role when she was like 40. Do you know what I mean? It's like.
Yeah, well, I guess because it's like Bart Simpson's was a 30-year-old woman or whatever.
Yeah, so like, I just kind of assumed Peppa Pig was just the same, but I guess not. Like
it was, yeah. I think she was a child when she started it, but Peppa Pig's been going on for ages now. How? Oh, I guess there's probably been loads, right? There's been loads of different voice actors.
Yeah, there's been a couple of voices of them.
Yeah, it's going to be one of them. Okay, so the one I'm thinking of is 22, but there'll be other voice actresses that have done her voice.
Do you reckon she's made bank? Do you reckon she's just like set for life from that?
Oh my God, definitely. That show is fucking huge.
Oh my God, yeah. So much money.
I guess you now also like you are typecast forever as a small pig. That's like, that's kind of brutal. There's not many roles going around for a small pig.
Small pig. Well, I mean, I guess at least it's a voice acting role, so you have more like scope to get stuff. But I mean, okay, so an article just popped up because I looked up the voice actress. New Peppa Pig actress who is 9 years old is set to earn 1 million in a year. So
oh my fucking God.
It's a good role for a 9-year-old, basically.
9 years old and set up for life.
Yeah.
Okay. Also, I'm not like devaluing people's work, but also how? What the fuck does that mean? What does that mean? Like, how do you come to that number? It's like 100%. It's a massive global show. It's big, but like, how is that performance worth £1 million?
Wow, it's iconic. The snorting, the giggles.
That is insane. Like I'm sure they're working really hard. I'm sure they're working for like
she's gonna snort all that money away.
Oh my God, she will.
Oh my God, she is fucking.
I hope it's
she's
kept in
got too much money, too young. You know,
she's gonna be another classic case child star.
She's gonna be like fucking Scarface in primary school.
Jesus Christ. That is I mean, to be 9 years old and have 1 million. I mean, obviously they won't have access to it. I'm assuming their parents.
It's going to break your fucking brain. It's going to break your brain.
Yeah.
Like,
hopefully the parents do research about how to like make her as well adjusted as possible, because the amount of child stars it fucks up.
They almost like shouldn't know. Do you know what I mean? They should just like they sign the contract and you get to see the contract when you're 18, and then wow, amazing. Okay, I'm set for life. Wonderful.
I get given an allowance every month.
Because that figure is just going to break their fucking brain.
Yeah.
Do you think that this is the sort of thing that's like nepo babied though? Do you think it's just like, oh yes, we'll get like this person's niece?
100%.
Yeah.
100%. It is nepo babied. You're so right.
Yeah.
Fuck, we're in the
here we
wrong
go.
fucking business.
Yeah, I found who you're talking about. Yeah. So she's like 10 years old and she was in The Haunting of Bly Manor. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So we think we should go into voiceover and children's TV, Harry?
Yeah, I just think in the wrong. I just think no. We should just start reproducing and just spamming your kids at fucking TV agencies, because apparently it's just printing money.
That's it. We didn't get to do it ourselves, so we have children and force them to be rich and successful.
Yeah,
love that.
Whatever they're called, all those YouTube vloggers, they got it wrong. You don't film your kids. You put your kids on TV. It's way bigger bang.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know though. Big YouTuber child.
True. Yeah, there's all this drama you have to deal with, all this bullshit. No one fucking cares about the TV kids.
That's
true.
No,
but that's the arc when they can start talking though. You're like, boom, they're out of the womb. They're immediately in a Pampers advert.
Oh, boom,
and then,
straight away. What if you have an ugly baby though?
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
why
you definitely would,
Ugly
Ravs.
Baby still print money too, because you just know it's a voice actor, and you know it's even easier money then.
It comes straight on the. It's birthed. You look at it. That's a voice actor, baby.
That's a voice actor.
That's not a
They got a
Pampers
face
baby.
for voice acting.
It's got a face for voice acting. I ain't going to be on
Just the
Pampers.
doctor just staring at you like, huh?
What
I'm
the
like
fuck?
putting headphones on the bump and playing like vocal lessons to them and stuff, singing lessons.
For fuck's sake. Oh my god.
Oh Lord.
That's what having children is about.
Yes,
That
about
is-
them.
Get them in the
Getting rich.
factory.
Get them in the
bank.
workhouse. Yeah.
Fuck yeah. I mean, it's expensive to have a child. You know, you got to afford
Yeah.
it somehow.
Get them
Give
to
me some
work.
return on that investment.
Dude, what if we just made a new school? Like, we just start our own school and we teach them, like, we try to teach people all the things that might get them really famous.
Something like that must exist,
Their
right?
classes are like, okay, you're going to train to be a streamer in this class. And then the next one, it's like, well, now it's time to dance. Just like everything.
TikTok dancing.
Why do I feel like
101.
this ends with us like getting raided by the FBI and there being a shootout?
Oh,
Do you know
because
what I
it's a cult, Harry. It's a cult. It will get
Oh.
weird at some point.
Right,
Absolutely.
right. Well, because
Yeah.
it's rich people join it, and then we have their
Yeah.
secrets. We pull the old Scientology.
Exactly.
And then they
suddenly
can't
they're
get
all
out.
paying us a ton.
Yeah, great. Yeah, this is how we get rich.
But
I
then
mean,
we become
wasn't
like a
there-
prestigious Nepo baby school,
Wasn't
you
that
know?
like the
Nice.
whole thing though, with like people like what's her name, like Rebecca Black and shit? Do you remember that like whole generation where like rich parents were like waiting for their kids to be turned into like pop stars?
Yes. You're right.
So, I
and
mean,
then
I feel
that's where
like
those
we're
videos were
fucking late to
made.
the game.
Oh, we are like really like 10, 15 years late to the game. This thing has existed for fucking ages.
I can't believe I'm saying it though, but Rebecca Black is actually so back. Like, she's
Oh, is
reinvented
she?
You
herself.
say she's really hot.
I thought you were going to say
No.
she's fit. I mean, is she? I don't know what
No,
she looks
dude.
like.
I'm
Is
just saying
she?
she's back, dude. She's back.
I mean,
Like,
she's beautiful.
Did
She's
she
doing,
ever
like,
go
high-
away?
Well, you know, she did Friday, and then like she was in Katy Perry's thing, and then like, you know, no one's heard of her for a bajillion years, and now she's like a popular hyper pop, like,
Oh,
that
is
does
she?
electronic music and shit. Yeah,
Oh, I've never heard her new music.
I'm happy for her. I feel
That's
like the
cool.
internet,
it's actually not the worst.
like,
I like some of it.
yeah.
She looks badass
cool.
now.
Cool. Well done. Good job.
It's like nice to see someone who was heavily bullied to have a nice ending.
Yeah, fuck yeah. I love
It's,
that for
it's
her.
fucked up to call it an ending. It's like, this is your career.
It's over.
peak. It's over. It's all
Well,
fucking
okay,
downhill from
an
here.
end of arc then.
Yeah.
End of
She-
that arc.
yeah. No, I
Yeah.
love that. I love that. Oh shit, yeah. Like I'm seeing one of her music videos now. She looks fucking badass. It was like a cool electro alien, like hyper. Yeah, fuck
hyper
yeah.
pop. Like,
Hyper
not usually
pop.
my thing, but
I
kind
don't-
of cool.
But thinking about it, like her parents did just pay a load of money to try and make her famous.
Yeah, that is
Oh,
true.
yeah,
And,
like
now
it-
and now that has kind of worked, and I'm kind of annoyed at that. I feel that's kind of bullshit. I feel like that's not. I don't love that. That's how the world works.
It. I guess it was the long game. It was the long
Yeah,
game.
It's worked out.
It did
It's
eventually
bullshit.
work out, yeah. I mean, so many of people that it's just tale as old as time, isn't it? That they've just come from a rich family, and then that's why they got those opportunities handed to them. Like that's why when people become like huge superstars and they have like a more like humble background, working class background, it's such a big deal. It's such a like, oh wow, like
But even people fake it, like the fucking
Yes.
like I always think of like Miley Cyrus and like Taylor Swift, where
Yeah.
they're like faux country folk, but then you just see like the houses they grew up in. It's like, oh, that's like £1 million house. That is
Yeah.
an insane fucking
You
house.
wouldn't last a minute in the asylum they raised me in, or whatever that fucking Taylor Swift song's called.
does she what? No.
Yeah,
that's
that's
fucking
like
way.
No.
the asylum that they
You wouldn't
raised
last an
me.
hour. Who's afraid of
Taylor.
little old me? No fucking way.
That's so
Yeah.
fucking
I'm
funny.
so
Yeah.
kicking the bee's nest that is the Swifties.
Yeah.
You wouldn't last an hour in the asylum they raised me in. Let me just look up Taylor
Oh
Swift
no! Wait till you see her family home.
Let me see.
family home.
I want to see.
Bro,
Wait till you see the house they raised her in,
that
bro.
is literally that is a house they would use as a set for like an American idyllic Christmas movie.
Oh my
Do you know what I mean?
god!
That is fun.
Yeah.
What the fuck? This over here? This would be like some like World Heritage. You know, like you'd go
Yeah.
like what
Yeah.
they called trust houses, where you like go around
The
and like you
National
know,
Trust.
Yeah, it's
National
like a
trust
fucking.
houses.
It's like a protected fucking.
yeah,
Also,
like,
sorry,
you don't live there.
The porch is hilarious. I hate American architecture so much. What is this porch at the back with just some pillars supporting nothing, but like fucking American McMansions? It is like so. It's nearly giving McMansion.
McMansion, delicious.
Have you never heard of McMansions?
No, what's that?
It's like a American like suburbia architecture craze where they add constant, just random extra architectural pieces to the house, like pillars that don't do anything,
Right.
small windows. Just Google McMansion and you'll see some of the worst.
McMansion.
Like just like rooms that don't connect, like random spires and shit. It's just this American trend of making some of the ugliest houses known to
The
man.
term McMansion was coined in 1980 to describe poorly designed, expensive, and outsized homes built on small suburban lots.
Yeah.
Oh, they just add. It's like playing The Sims, just adding pillars and
Yeah.
stuff
Just
everywhere
like-
to
I
make it
mean-
look fancy.
Let me put this one in the in the recording chat. Just
Oh
like
my god.
just like a roof that doesn't make sense. Four
Oh.
different types of brickwork, like 7 different styles of window, just bizarre.
Just
And that-
filling space for no reason.
God,
like
that is awful.
That's
Taylor Swift's
so
childhood
bad.
at home is really nice, but the backside with those pillars is giving McMansion.
It is giving McMansion. You
Gee.
wouldn't last an hour in the McMansion that they raised me in.
Imagine that they raised me in. No. Apparently, I mean, this is what I've just seen on the internet, so pinch of salt. But apparently, she called her childhood home a small farmhouse, not a mansion. If that's true, I mean, is that a small?
Yeah, small to her now.
Yeah, I mean, Christ, like, is that? Where is this in America? Out of interest, like, would that be an average? Because obviously, in the UK, our houses are so much smaller than in America, depending, obviously where in America. So, like.
I think a lot of people would say that's still quite a nice house. Is in Pennsylvania?
I mean, surely,
like,
right?
yeah, I'm pretty sure that would still be considered a really nice house.
It's fucking huge. It is a mansion. It's literally a mansion.
Yeah, it certainly is. Like American houses on average are larger, but most of our listeners who are American, I'm pretty sure would back me up by saying that is quite a large house. It's not
Yeah.
a massive
Yeah,
house.
it's a big house.
It's on the larger scale of houses, and it's quite a nice house, and it's probably in quite a nice area from the looks of it.
Oh yeah. Well, her family are rich, right? Isn't it that they basically paid to get her famous?
Yeah.
I haven't read the ins and outs of it, but basically that's what happened. Like, she's got a rich family.
Which is so cooked. Like who is an actual? Can we name a natural pop star? You know, actually, is like Ed Sheeran a natural pop star? I remember seeing Ed Sheeran on like random like rap TV YouTube channels as a kid. Is he? Are there any real pop stars that are like?
I
that
feel
are
like he
legit?
was, right? Although you sometimes, right? The whole shtick, like a big thing about Ed Sheeran, it might not be anymore, but so many of his songs used to be like, I was homeless, I slept on my friends' couches, and I did busking, and I'm a real person and stuff, which makes me think that he is. But you find out so many times that that's all just engineered by the record label, and it's like, no, well, that's not quite true, and blah, 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 blah. I wanted to see Ed Sheeran. I mean, it seems like he probably...
It seems like
I'm looking
relatively. It looks. I'm just skim reading. It looks
It's
relatively
nice.
humble, but not
Yeah.
like. It's not like he still went to like the National Youth Theatre and shit. Like,
he's probably a little bit posher than the average bear, but not.
why do we
I
love
love-
these like salt of the earth people? I don't know. What is it? Because we relate more. I'm not
It's
sure.
more relatable, I
Definitely
suppose.
more relatable. I know that the 2 examples I can think of is Elvis Presley and Dolly Parton. They were people that came from very like poor working class backgrounds and made it to be, extremely successful and rich. But it's harder to think of examples like that than it is to think of.
Do we have a UK example?
Oh, what about
Jessie J? I don't know.
Jessie J. That's what we're putting forward.
I don't know. What's her history? I don't know the Jessie J lore.
I know that she started on YouTube, right? That's how she got big. She was posting YouTube videos.
The thing is,
Um,
I just looked up Elton John, but
Yeah.
it's instantly like he got a scholarship to the Royal Academy of Music, and it's like that doesn't mean just because he got lucky enough to get a scholarship. Like, talented people will get those scholarships. Do you know what I mean? That doesn't mean he's like It does give him a level of privilege, but it doesn't mean he's like super privileged.
No, because your scholarship.
But Jessie J, what do they do? They are like
they're born in London, which immediately like makes me feel like they had a
they were
head
on
start
the West
somehow.
End at age 11. Like that's you don't
Yeah,
get in there
that's-
without some kind of
nah.
nepo.
Nah.
Yeah, fuck
Although I
that
was
shit.
born
Alright,
in
Jessie J,
London.
you're cancelled.
Yeah, Lydia, you're cancelled. Lydia, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're cancelled.
Not everyone born in London is rich.
No, but like it's just like a way more connected city. I
Oh,
want
okay,
someone who
right.
I want someone who's from like fucking like I don't know.
Who's
like,
the
give me a
Scottish singer?
shit
The
place.
Scottish lad.
Boris
yes.
Capaldi.
Yeah,
But then
that's...
his uncle's fucking thingy. So like,
Oh,
I
what?
feel like his uncle's
Is he
thingy
actually
Capaldi.
related? Is
No.
he?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, is he?
No,
Yeah,
he's not.
What's his name? Thingy
Peter
Capaldi.
Capaldi.
I'm almost 99% sure that.
Second cousin once removed.
Yeah, they're
No
related.
way.
Yeah.
What does that even
Yeah.
mean, second cousin once removed? I don't understand that at
It
all.
means it's like-
your family
like-
tree is a
it's like-
circle.
Yeah, what?
I
It's
don't
like your dad's cousin or something
Your
like that.
dad's
Yeah.
cousin, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But like, I
I
like
wonder-
Lewis Capaldi. I think he seems
Yeah,
like a
I
good
like
lad.
him. He seems really nice. I like him. He's got
Yeah, I
a lovely
like him.
He's
voice.
from Glasgow, Raps. Is that salt on earth for you or not?
Yeah, so it's enough for me. But then we also have Jerry Cinnamon, who I fucking hate with a
The fuck is
passion.
Jerry
Who
Cinnamon?
is Jerry Cinnamon?
Fucking worst cunt.
I've never. Who the fuck is? Sorry, his real name
I'm-
is Gerald Crosby. Jerry Cinnamon is such an amazing name.
Jerry Cinnamon.
I've never
It's
heard
a,
of him before.
it's a reference to some fucking old song from a band. I can't remember.
It sounds
Okay.
like when you make those make your porn star name, the last thing
Jerry
you
Cinnamon.
ate, and your childhood dog or whatever.
Honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if that's how he fucking picked his name.
It's
Oh,
honest,
yeah.
It sounds like a 1920s curse. Now you, Jerry Cinnamon.
Oh, I'm looking at him now. Okay, so he's bad then. Is that what you're saying? We are
I
not.
fucking hate him.
We fucking hate Jerry
Why do you hate
Cinnamon.
him?
I just hate his music. His music's like very like, I was sniffing gear and talking to birds, and
Well, he's
that was
literally-
that.
that is him. He's salt of the earth, Ravs. He's lived it. He's experienced it. And now he's singing about it. This is what we've literally been looking for.
I don't know. I just hate him, man.
It's too real.
There's something I just hate about him.
Is it?
Perhaps can't handle how real this guy is.
It's too real for you, bro.
No, he's
Yeah.
a fucking knob, man.
Is he one of those fake working class lads? You know?
Oh, maybe that is what I don't know enough about him. Honestly, I don't know the cinnamon lore.
Because it blew my mind when I found out. Oh, what's that fucking awful guy? Joey something Robinson. Tommy Robinson. That's
Tommy
it.
Robinson.
Tommy
Tommy
Ro-
Robinson.
Why? What the fuck? How do we get on to Tommy
No,
Robinson?
I've
This is
gone
good.
off.
This is good.
I've gone
This
on a
is good.
tangent, but it's just the same thing we were saying about how this manufactured
Yeah, but
public-
his name isn't even Tommy Robinson.
not
His
Tommy
name's
Robinson.
Stephen Christopher Yaxley Lennon.
He's a posh boy. He's a posh boy, but he wants to seem like he's one of the people. So he changed his name to fucking Tommy Robinson, so he sounds more like a lad. And it's engineered this whole fake persona, which isn't him. And that's why I always think would lots of pop stars will do that or whatever, where it's who got found out for being like that? There's a band or a singer who is oh yeah, I'm one of the lads just having a pint, and then people looked into his history and found out he'd gone to private school and was a super posh boy, and it was all fake. It was the record label had engineered it. There's so many times that happens.
How do you do that and just not realize it's all going to come out at some point? Do you know
Gonna
what I mean?
come out.
People are just going to fucking recognize you. Do you know what I mean? It's just going to happen.
Bartholomew, is that you? I remember you.
Oh, well, we're actually later. I was playing
Lovely.
okay with you.
Yeah.
Just toddlers. Come
How's
on
your
now.
mummy and daddy doing? It's going to come out. Someone's going to sell your story to the Daily Mail.
Yeah, fucking cunts.
So what's the number one scariest movie?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, fuck, that's what we were talking about. I was about to be so Shaffer Road's probably like that. She's probably down to the earth one. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I've never heard any of her music, but she keeps coming up on my
Really? You've
Twitter
not, I
and
mean,
stuff.
I feel like
Oh,
I don't
she's
even listen to music, and
amazing.
I've managed to hear some of her music. It's really good.
Is it
Yeah.
good? I need to listen
It's
to
really
it.
good. Yeah,
What kind of style of music does she do?
very
Kind of
poppy.
pop,
Poppy.
just, yeah, but it's,
Yeah, a little bit synthy as well.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
it's
cool.
good.
Synth pop. Yeah.
You know what? Eminem. Sorry.
Oh,
Eminem
Eminem.
might be an actual, like, truly.
Yeah.
Honestly, America's weird because you don't really have
suppose.
class. I was going to say working class, but the class doesn't really exist in the same way in America. But, like, yeah, 100% of, like, real people who've lived crazy experiences and shitty experiences. I think he might be up there.
Yeah,
like,
he's like authentic, right?
yeah. I mean, he's crazy. There's no denying the craziness, right?
He's fucking nuts, but like I guess so. He's really talented, but fuck me, man. Why is he such an old boomer now?
Is he a boomer? I've not kept up with him
He's kind of
at
been
all.
a boomer, to be honest. It's been like, I feel like it's been like 8 years.
His entire new album, like while he's saying it's like an art piece and he doesn't think like that anymore, it's like very cringe. It's him talking with his younger self about cancel culture and shit like that.
Oh, God.
Yeah. It's like modern Slim versus young Slim. And
Right,
just,
okay. It's an
just
art
weird.
experience.
But then he's got like a non-binary kid and stuff like that. So like, I think he's probably fine. But I'm just like, it just seems weird, man. It's very old man yells at cloud. His new stuff.
Oh, really? I need to listen to it.
But I mean, this Houdini went kind of crazy.
Are you saying the crazies get the best of us?
Look, man, sometimes there's a banger that I'm just like this shouldn't be bumping, but it's bumping. You know?
Well, is Houdini...
I thought you meant Harry Houdini went insane, just like Eminem's going.
I thought you were talking about
Eminem made a song.
Houdini.
No, Eminem made a song called Houdini.
I was like, I didn't know you were such a big Houdini fan.
No,
Perhaps
dude.
it's a Houdini stan.
He's read all the lore.
Oh my gosh. Okay, right. So it's a song. Right, okay.
Yeah. Also, based Eminem backed Kamala last night, so
It's nice.
Oh, did he? Okay, yeah, nice.
and then Obama rapped "Lose Yourself," so I need to watch that today.
Fucking
No, no.
What
Yeah.
the fuck?
Obama raps Eminem's "Lose Yourself" at Detroit rally.
That's it, Obama. I'm illegally voting for Kamala Harris. You tipped me over the edge. Thank God. If you hadn't done that, I would have never faked my vote. But now you've done that.
Wow.
I'm legally voting.
Holy shit. Perfect.
Some right-wing American will find this. They're cheating the votes.
Yeah. I mean, Elon Musk is literally buying votes, so it was kind of
Yeah.
cooked. American election. That's gonna be fun. Why don't we maybe talk about that next episode?
Well,
Actually,
yeah.
maybe it won't have happened. I'm not sure when this is going out. It may not have happened yet. Maybe it'll be a couple episodes. That's gonna be a nice drama. You know, the whole world just gets to randomly be controlled by America and
Honestly,
their whims of their madness.
Everything is so depressing in this world that, like, I really want Harris to win, but I feel like I'm going to wake up and see that Trump's won.
No, surely
everything-
not.
Everything is so
No.
awful that I'm like, it's going to happen.
I mean,
Oh, God.
honestly, like the betting markets are going insane. Like, I made a bet that Trump would win at the beginning of the year when he got shot. 'Cause it was
Okay,
good
yeah,
odds.
yeah.
And also because I was like, if he wins, I need I need to wake up and be like, yay, I made some money at least. But honestly, the betting markets are now like super favoring Trump. So I might just like double hedge and
Are
bet
they?
on Kamala. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Like, which is kind of concerning though. Like,
Incredibly concerning.
I don't know. Well,
Nah,
we just praise
Obama
you.
rapping has fixed it.
Yeah,
That's fixed it. You're
He's
right.
fixed
You're right.
it.
Yeah.
As long as we get our legal votes in, then
Wait,
We'll
but
all
also
be okay.
the Insane Clown Posse backed Kamala Harris as well.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, my
is
God.
0 Degrees officially endorsing? Is this how? Is it,
No.
are we
Are
the
we
tipping point?
endorsing?
I will happily endorse Kamala
All right,
Harris.
boom. I'm
There you go. It's
I'm
got Rams's
endorsing.
endorsement
And my endorsement.
and Lily's endorsement. There
But
we go.
not Harry's.
I'm going to hold out. I'm going to hold out and see if it made a difference or not.
if she won by 2 votes or not.
Yeah. Okay, where's,
Insane Clown Posse's Violent J endorses Kamala Harris.
Violent J.
Insane Clown Posse Violent J may have handed the juggalo vote to Kamala Harris in the
Oh my
2024
God.
election.
how many jugglers are there? Like 100?
Dude, they're huge, are they not?
Dude,
Aren't they actually considered like a gang still?
They are a
or
posse.
something?
They are a posse.
there's
Yeah.
only 20,000 that turn up every year to their convention. It's not like it's a fair amount, but like spread that for every constituency. There's not many. It's not
Yeah,
like
but think about all the juggalos who can't travel,
yeah, true. Do Did you see Dave Bautista's recent like videos about Trump?
I
Honestly,
did.
I'm not gonna lie. Usually that shit I get kind of like libbed, grossed out on, but actually Dave Bautista's videos I thought were fucking quality. I
Mhm.
Oh, I need
Like-
to watch them.
It's just him just like belittling Trump, and it just felt very therapeutic.
Yeah,
Watching
yeah.
it. I
I love Dave Bautista. What a wonderful man.
yeah, he seems like a nice guy.
Yeah, he does. He does.
Right, we have to end the podcast, and we have to say what our 10th
Okay.
recommended horror movie is.
I'm gonna say Hereditary / The Strangers. The Strangers did really freak me out, and it is scary, and it is fucking terrifying. Hereditary is more like The Strangers is more like real life. Oh my god, if that could happen to me. Hereditary is more sort of like supernatural. Oh my god, this is really weird, and fucking freaky. So I'm gonna say that's my my two.
You happy with that as number 10?
Yeah, I think that's a very scary movie. I'd put that in there.
Very
Boom.
good.
Took us a while to get there, but we made the list.
It went on a fucking massive detour. I don't know
Yeah.
how
I
we
don't
got
know
there.
how. It
I think
did
it was
though.
Peppa
Yeah.
Pig was
Peppa
the
Pig was
catalyst.
probably.
That was it.
Peppa Pig,
Um,
fucking Peppa.
Classic. Right, we're going to go record a Am of the Asshole for our lovely patrons. I hope you've enjoyed this episode of 0 Degrees. We'll catch you all next time.
See you next
Goodbye.
time.
Thank you. Bye.